Them to stand.
Good afternoon, everyone. And I tell you right now, you may as well go ahead and turn that timer on because ring the buzzer now because I'm going to be longer than 10 minutes. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, staff, and citizens of University Park, let me first express my sincere appreciation for being invited to stand here before this prestigious gathering of colleagues, business, community leaders, neighbors, and friends on our annual occasion. I might also express my appreciation to Rita and the Madison Area Chamber of Commerce for pulling all this together. It is always a pleasure to talk to you about what we're doing in University Park. This year, I find particular joy because we're celebrating our 40th birthday. We're no longer living in the shadow of Park Forest as Park Forest South. The moniker Wood Hill is long behind us. University Park has its own unique identity. In the last half-decade, we have carved a place for ourselves in this region. We have distinguished ourselves as a vibrant community and good neighbor. You know, a lot happens at age 40. The physical changes become apparent, Mark. Your wife looks at you a little bit different than on wedding day. After all, you're no longer exactly Tom Cruise or Denzel Washington. Hopefully, though, you gained a little wisdom with those pounds. There's nothing worse than an old fool. You can no longer hide behind the mistakes of your youth. You're what they call middle age. You're all grown. In fact, folk expect you to be going someplace. By age 40, you've embraced who you are and what you are. Now your focus is on achieving your goals and sustaining a certain quality of life. You must make sound decisions for the future. You are conscious of those who are coming behind you and respectful to those who stood before you. You seek balance. You seek stability. Your eyes are cast toward the future. They're constantly trained and focused on the prize. For University Park, for 40-year-old University Park, the prize is a more vibrant community, greater participation in our region, and to the emergence as a leading municipality, not just in our state, but within our country. For that, it takes not only good leadership, but visual acuity. Some call that 20/20 vision, being able to distinguish something 20 feet before you. But in this instance, I'm not speaking of feet, but of years, something I want to unveil as a 2030 vision for University Park. Looking ahead to 2030, we're projecting that University Park will have exceeded its goals of being the most livable, productive, influential, and vibrant city in Illinois. I know that sounds rather idealistic. Given today's economy, some might think, Mayor McCowan, you're given to illusions. But I can assure you of just the opposite. Though I might be called practical by some and a few choice words by others, who was it that said, vision without action is a dream? Action without vision is simply passing time. The Holy Bible, my chosen book of faith, says it rather soundly. People without vision will perish. Jonathan Swift says it another way. Vision is the art of seeing what is invisible to others. The brilliant Jack Welch challenged us this way when he said, good leaders create vision, articulate vision, passionately own the vision, and relentlessly drive it into completion. What is our 2030 vision? Today, University Park is a thriving, ever-changing community. And though we have made our way to middle ground, we're still relatively young. In fact, 31% of our citizens are younger than 18 years of age. Our senior citizen population is estimated to be a mere 7.5% of our population as compared to the national average of 12.5%. The estimated median age in University Park is 30, compared to 36 in Illinois. Despite our youth, we're also a community of empty nesters, baby boomers, movers and shakers, high-income households. We're 8,000 strong and growing. The median household income in University Park is nearly $60,000. 10 years ago, our median income was $34,000. Nearly 300 households in University Park have six-figure household incomes, and that number continues to grow at a rate that complements our home growth. Our community, combined with our identified market area, MARC, represents $1.9 billion in consumer spending. Given such great demographics, it is no secret that we seek a greater municipal footprint. That is why I spearheaded 9 months ago an initiative called the Comprehensive Plan, developed with substantial community input and participation throughout the process. This document serves as University Park's official policy guide for physical improvement and development, not only in the near term, but far into the future. Our 2030 plan provides for us a framework to guide and manage change. It addresses land use, traffic and pedestrian needs, and provisions for parks, schools, and other community facilities. We believe our 2030 comprehensive plan will usher in a surge of new commercial and residential development. Let me quote for a moment from our plan. Imagine, if you will, take this trip with me. Imagine, if you will, our village in the not too distant future, University Park in the year 2030, accessible to Chicago and I-57, the gateway to downstate Illinois and to northwest Indiana. We're host to Thorn Creek Station, one of the largest residential and retail shopping venues in the region, linked to our commuter rail station. We were the founding members of ALNAC, and as such, we're active supporters and participants in the third airport, which sits on our southern borders. We are one of the fastest growing communities in Will County, no longer living in the shadows. In the year 2030, University Park has successfully managed this growth. We have a blend of urban density, suburban residential subdivisions, and have retained our natural and rural environments. We have successfully merged traditional American values with contemporary modern amenities. University Park operates as a city government that is cohesive in civil, yet aggressive in action. We have a healthy tax base, competitive tax structure, and a sound fiscal budget. University Park delivers services that provides for health, safety, and welfare of its people. This is the community we envision in the future. This is the University Park of tomorrow. Now that we know where we're headed, let me offer this report of where we are today, the state of our village. I am pleased to announce University Park home values have risen 135%, and population has grown over 27% in the past 5 years, or over the past 5 years. We are aggressively working on a plan to reduce the cost of public services, including water and sewer. We have created more than 5 million square feet of new industrial space in the past 3 years. We co-founded the Abraham Lincoln National Airport Commission and issued we will issue bonds to build a new Abraham Lincoln National Airport that will serve as an economic boom for this area. We invested in a local golf course that has already increased in value by over $2 million. And I'm also pleased to say that not a single tax dollar was used to purchase this facility, nor are tax dollars used to run its operation. The Village Cable's TV station is on track for high-definition capabilities and use on the internet. Improve local residential and pushing toward building more than 1,000 new homes at Thorn Creek Station. And just to name a few more projects, nearly 200 homes are being constructed by Montalbano at Fairway Estates. Rosedale subdivision continues to expand. Cityscape is building 72 new townhomes, and GDC is constructing new homes near Deer Creek Golf Course. We've begun the process to reestablish our University Park Chamber of Commerce. Student test scores have improved significantly in University Park. In addition to facilitating the renaming of the elementary school to the Coretta Scott King Magnet School, we were a significant voice in the deciding vote to build a new $60 million high school being constructed in our school district to open this upcoming school year. And we continue to work to build more schools in University Park. We've invested in a new police station, improved our fire departments and public works. Village finances are in great shape with nearly $500,000 in surplus. There is no budget deficit in University Park, and despite gross distortions by my opponents in our last political seasons, the audits are complete and our city is in great fiscal shape. We're pleased with what we've been able to accomplish in such a short amount of time. However, if University Park is to meet its 2030 goal, I must talk about a greater challenge that affects us all as a whole. Yes, we're all working hard to lower property taxes, increase rooftops, decrease foreclosures, and improve water and land usage. I'm not speaking of those things. The greater challenge that is occurring right now in our region where you live, and for all of us, the challenge of providing enough jobs, job skills, training, education, entrepreneurial opportunities, transportation, human services for the influx of people moving into our community. Many of them are of meager means and just wanting to simply carve out a better life. The city of Chicago swells. Its borders are not expanding. Home prices in the city have skyrocketed to astronomical amounts, as many of you know. According to one study, each household must earn a minimum of $65,000 to even afford a modest, decent home in a decent neighborhood. People are seeking alternatives. They're finding it within our borders. People are seeking alternatives, and they're finding them in our borders, as well as they're trying to break down the invisible walls of poverty and powerlessness by an uncaring society in a mad dash toward the American dream. They move to University Park, Park Forest, Richland Park, Matteson, Country Club Hills, to name a few. And with them come vast potential and intrinsic problems. Therefore, as a region, we must work diligently, effectively, and quickly to ensure our communities do not dissolve into overcrowded municipalities that breed negative social conditions. As Martin Luther King might put it, we must work together to ensure we do not evolve from community into chaos, to keep from becoming suburban ghettos, so to speak. How do we do that? How do we maintain our community integrity, yet meet the growing needs of an ever-changing populace? By forging stronger relationships with one another. Individually, we're Matteson, we're Richland Park, we're Olympia Fields, we're Park Forest, we're University Park. But together, we must represent the whole of opportunity and growth. My friends in the political arena understand this adage. There are no permanent friends, no permanent enemies, only permanent interests. If we are to agree with this motto, then we must agree that we must work together, enhance our region as a united team of government, business, civic, religious, and economic and community leaders. We must continue to keep the lines of communication open. We must share ideas for University Park's 2030 vision benefits the region, not just those within our borders. The 2030